Boom. Boom. All right. Long time no see on the stream.
Hello.
Been a while.
I got this job and it's been like,
Adjustment is always hard.
Mm-hmm. But I feel, in the long run, I feel amazing because I'm not, sitting home doing nothing but playing video games all day. Hey, Yuki. Okay. All right, so we are still in hell.
And these are our hellmates.
Yep.
Hardy har.
Yep.
Hey, I can't take full credit for the joke. Blame it on Jeff Dunham.
Yeah. And we have gotten to, we ended just before we went into a room with enemies. That is where we left off, on the immediate. So yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it's gonna be the time to.
Yeah. Let's see.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh. Good job, new dice.
Ooh, very nice. Good digital dice.
Now, what is my initiative modifier?
Thank you so much, Edge, for doing the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Always.
Should be nice.
Like, I have it set to where pages don't get killed, get put into hibernate, or whatever you want to call it, and it still does the thing.
Of course.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I should take that out of my backpack.
All right. Anahita?
18.
Nice. Chip?
17.
Nice. Candy got a natural 20.
So did Philly.
So that's 21 for Philly?
Yes. Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 on the new dice.
Nice.
The heavy ones.
And they are heavy.
Yeah.
I have no idea why they're heavy. They're the same material.
Then again, they may not be the same material. I mean...
They are lab dice.
Yeah.
All right. And this asshole. is red dot. Is first.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
We're all gonna die.
Not necessarily. Alright, so he's gonna cast Creeping Darkness.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah. It's just making, let me double check. Okay, Magical Darkness. Alright, it is basically pitch black. Dark vision or anything does not see through that, which sucks for Lily.
Right.
Because she has dark vision. Alright, so let me double check the range on it. Okay. Alright. It's 60. It's basically a 60-foot. Oh! It is smaller, actually, than 60 foot. The range is 60 foot, but it's 15 foot radius sphere. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. All right. It's going to pop it right there. So everything within that square is darkness.
Oh, fun.
Yep. Yep. And that is going to be his turn because he's not going to move. It is now Candy's turn. Candy is going to I swear she does have Moonbeam. She also has Sun. She also has Sunbeam.
Is she looking for permission?
No, I was just making note. I'm like, what can she do? Because, she can't see past that square of darkness. All right.
One of the downsides of water's not seeing no dark vision, which you'd think they would have, because underwater it gets dark.
Well, I mean, even the elf who has dark vision can't see in
Yeah.
this.
But you also get my annoyance here in the
Oh,
first
yeah.
place where it's like, you would think they would have dark vision.
Oh, yeah. Like, one would think. But, meh. Alright. Alright. So, Candy is going to... One, I'm not counting moving out of this square of everyone as a movement space. Because that was just me grouping everyone together so I could move you. Alright, she's going to move straight ahead and hope that she doesn't bump into anybody. She doesn't, but... And then she gets out of the square and she's like, oh, hey, I can see on this side! And then she's gonna blast all three of these guys with Sunbeam. So that's a Constitution save from all three of them. And that is not one of their proficiencies. And that is plus 2. Ba, ba, ba. And they all fail.
Nice.
Alright, so that is 6d8 damage.
Nice.
For a grand total of 36.
Sweet.
And ba-boom. And that is Candy's turn. Philly!
Well,
And I imagine even in a magical darkness, because this is magical sunlight, you can see the sunlight. The random beam of sunlight lighting up all three of these jack-offs.
that being said, I am going to cast Anti-Magic Field.
Ooh. Okay. What does that do?
It creates a 10-foot radius invisible sphere of anti-magic.
Okay.
Within the sphere, spells can be cast, summoned creatures disappear, and even magic items become mundane.
Okay, and does this affect allies?
Sadly, yes. However, it is only a 10-foot radius
Yeah.
from me.
Alright. So I'll say that you can see within that 10-foot radius. Because it nullifies the effects. And this is magical darkness. So. Alright, that does make that does make your vicious mace just a normal mace.
That's fine. I don't need it up for very long.
Yep.
And let me check on the specifics here. Yeah. And that's going to be my turn for now.
Okay. And so that's a 10, since that's a 10-foot radius. All right, that currently encompasses everybody, actually. So.
Yeah, but once they're outside of it, they don't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're not like stuck in it. So.
Oh yeah. All right, so that's your turn.
Yep.
All right, Anahita.
Okay.
Mm.
Possible for me to get over to the other side of green there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Get over there and then we'll attack green.
Okay. Let me. About there, or were you thinking by the wall? Is this way you can not have to worry about getting an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, preferably without an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I forgot for a second that your computer is still being.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Okay. So 9 regular damage.
Okay.
And then let me roll. And then 3 acid damage.
All right, and since he hasn't had a turn yet,
Okay.
kill him. The likelihood of you not getting enough damage with sneak attack to kill him is very low. What are we looking at?
18.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Woohoo!
Boop. All right, and you still have another attack.
Let me see. We'll attack red. He's right there.
Yeah. All right. Roll.
That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
For 8 regular damage. and 5 acid.
Okay. He is still standing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is now our little elf friendo's turn. And
I assume by this point she has actually introduced herself to us.
yeah, I'm gonna say that she did at the very least remember her name while we were walking, which her name is Lily. Let me find her. Like, let me find her sheet with her actions and everything, because. All right. This is definitely gonna be one of those. It's a moment of, she doesn't know how she knows how to do this, but she's gonna fucking do it. So first of all, she's going to step out of, basically get a lay of the land and step out of Philly's anti-magic field and come right about there. Well, actually, slip through them. And, you know, it would help if I opened the right tab.
Yeah, that does generally help.
Yep. And she is going to cast a thing. I know, that's real helpful.
A thing. All right.
She's gonna do a thing.
She's
Thing.
gonna do a thing. All right. So she is going to cast Okay, yeah. Shocking grasp.
Ooh, always fun.
Oh yeah. She's going to reach over and touch Blue. And that hits. So she does 48 lightning damage.
Nice.
Cool.
Yep. All right. Check on these. Okay, yeah. They're black, so their thing is poison. Okay. That is 19 points. 19 points of damage. Yeah. They're black Abishai, which basically same resistances as same resistances and immunities as black dragons.
Oh, are they draconic?
Abishai are basically evil people that each Abishai, this is straight off of the thing, was once a mortal who somehow won Tiamat's favor before death, and as a reward found its soul transformed into a hideous devil to serve at her pleasure in the Nine Hells.
Dang it. No, I was asking because I have the Dragon Slayer short sword. I'm like, oh wait, is that gonna be doing more damage?
No, they're not draconic. They're
But
just...
they just look like it.
They just look like it. And Boo, he is still alive.
For how much longer?
Not long. Especially since...
Do you want to know why I have my anti-magic field up?
Why? Besides
Because
being
if
able to see.
Because if Ayana looks back behind her, she can see Chip kind of pawing at the ground.
Ah.
Luckily, it's her turn, so.
Yeah. Yep. So that's going to be Lily's turn. Ayana is going to... rush forward and stab this guy. And
she will need to move.
I mean, he's about to be dead. Because, yeah, just with her modifier, unless she rolls a natural one, she's gonna hit.
Right.
And just with her modifier, this guy is dead. That would actually be... both of them are going to be dead. Because when she finishes off this guy, she's gonna pop over and get the other guy.
Well, I guess I'll drop concentration on anti-magic field then.
Yeah, because in a bing bang boom, these guys are gonna fall dead. For posterity, I'm going to roll the damage. Oh yeah, they're dead. Boom. And boom.
And she kind of hears Chip behind her.
I'm sorry, Chip.
Next time.
So, yeah. Ayana gets those guys. Okay, stop. Alright. Alright. And because they are dead, so that magical darkness kind of dissipates.
Oh.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Alright, and let me see. Ah, there we go. Like, which one? Because I've got like 50 million notes. Alright. This treasure chest is one, not trapped, not locked, so
Yeah,
as
open it.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side. There is another one of those fun little magic bags that it's chock full of gold and gems. And then besides that, there is a hand axe, a belt of cloud giant strength, and a ring of invisibility.
Ooh.
I'm guessing from your interested ooh that you want the ring of invisibility.
Not sure, but it's always good.
So
It's
yeah.
probably going to help us out when we go up against the Lich.
Yeah. So who wants the hand axe? It is a hand axe +3.
I'm good.
I use hand axes, so it's not really my thing.
Well, I mean, Philly's the only one that really uses hand axes anyways.
Got a kick to it.
Yeah?
All right, I'll take it. And I'll just leave my regular hand axe here.
Yeah?
So, goodbye, hand axe.
I mean, +3.
Yeah. It is a nifty. I mean, that ups your if you end up in close range or throwing, that ups your modifier from 8 to 11. So.
Oh. Hell yeah.
So I partially did the Ring of Invisibility for either Anahita or Valion, so.
Yeah, I have 2 rings, and it's like, Plus, I want to see, because I have greater invisibility, so it's like, is that going to be better or worse?
Let's see. While wearing this ring, you can turn invisible as an action. Anything you're wearing or carrying, obviously, is invisible with you. You remain invisible until the ring is moved, until you attacked or cast a spell. So, worse than greater invisibility.
Yeah. Yeah. You want it, Valion?
Sure.
I mean, I've got the spell, so.
Yeah, you've got a better spell.
Yeah.
Boop. All right. Anybody want the Cloud Giant Strength belt?
And what does it do?
The belt of Cloud Giant Strength gives you, Cloud Giant Strength.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. The belt of Cloud Giant Strength. Your strength score changes to 27 while wearing this belt.
Holy
strength for
shit!
their attacks.
Not me.
I mean, the fighters and the two that are the two that are fighters.
Yeah, who wants it between the 2 of you?
Oh, hang on a second. I think the cleric uses strength based, but
Yeah. Usually, yeah.
I'm good with the hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already got, pretty armor.
Yeah.
So,
You know what? It would help if I did that in the correct room.
I mean, disadvantage of multi-classing in the rogue. Sneak attack, technically, according to rules, doesn't count for most strength attacks.
Yep.
Ooh.
yeah.
So that's the one disadvantage of that I can think of for
Yeah.
Valion cutting it. That it may make it so that it's not worth it to add my sneak attack in.
Yeah.
Ayana, you want it?
Sure.
Because I'm good with the hand axe and my pretty armor.
Okay. Let me add that.
We'll finally be able to open doors. Doors will no longer defeat us.
Yep.
That is, yes.
Sad but true.
Yep.
Sad, but absolutely true. Amazing magical adventures, but we spend 4 hours fighting doors.
Yep.
Because she figured out that we're all mostly dex-based. So, if I just keep throwing doors in there, it won't do anything. Look, I built myself to be flexible, not to be strong.
I mean, that hasn't necessarily been my intention, but it's a fun side effect.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, there is a crank on the north wall.
Quick, test the belt out.
Like, there's a crank if we want to see what can go on with that.
Test run.
Ayana can test out her new strength as she pauses to kind of get herself. She puts this belt on and she's just like, okay. Pull the lever, Crunk!
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's no wrong lever. Okay, so that would be her athletics up to 12.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
Okay, yeah, she gets that crank going. And we hear the mechanism creak and groan and hear something off in the distance lifts up.
Fun.
Yep.
Onwards.
Yep. All right, let's see. That is the crank for room 11. Okay. Will you? All right. Yeah. On a note for the distance, what the crank opened was way down here. All right. So, and we have hit a dead end over here. So,
Well, it's time to turn around then.
yeah.
Backtrack to last major turn, I guess. that we haven't explored.
Yep. Get everybody back in the square.
Lily, are you okay walking?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, let Chip know if you need a ride. Chip, be nice. She's been through a lot.
All right, so the next way to go really is down. So, and let me look at my notes in here. Oh, I didn't have any notes about that.
Yeah.
Or that. Okay.
No notes. That means good things.
Yeah. All right, so we go down this hallway, around the corner. There's another corner. And then we get to another T-junction where there is a door right directly to the left there, to the right there. It's made out of bone. And then there's a corner over here. Which way? Which way?
Do we want to just deal with ominous bone door first?
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay.
The bone door is unlocked, but stuck.
Okay, strong woman.
Or the elephant. Either way.
Either one. Or together. You're up.
Like, do you want to do it, Chip?
That means no.
Okay.
Well, now. Are you offended that I asked someone else first?
He bobs his head.
We're sorry, Chip.
You're still the best.
All right. Fortunately, that doesn't need very much in the way of strength. Yeah. 26 definitely opens it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Durgar.
Yep. And a treasure chest.
We think.
On the out of character side, yes, it is a treasure chest.
We think.
Like on the out of character.
We never know. We never know. On the in character side, we never know.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is why we mage hand everything.
We've just been lucky that we haven't encountered a door that's not a door. Yet.
Shut up.
Yet.
How dare you imply such a thing?
Hey, I almost got eaten by a door
Yeah.
in another campaign. So, in another group. Like, I don't trust doors either.
We were there. We remember.
Yep.
And yet, I trust brooms. Despite a broom nearly beating me to death.
Yep. All right, so we have Durgar. And with the door being forced open, they have noticed us. So roll initiative.
Right. Ooh, nice.
All right, so Candy is first. Philly?
She got a 19
All right. Total or?
total.
Okay. Anahita?
17.
Nice. Ayana is 21. Chip?
14.
All right. Valion is macaroni. Valion rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
And then,
I was about to ask, I'm like, does macaroni mean a 1? Because macaroni can be straight?
macaroni is in holy macaroni. Wow.
Alright. Fair enough.
Okay. Oh, they all have the same modifier, so. As in, no modifier.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, once Alora gets back. All right. Yeah. All right. So. All right. Valion is going to actually stay where he is in the corner, in the circle. I'm gonna. Move Candy and Lily into the actual hallways. You okay, sis?
Sorry about that. I'm hungry.
All
What
right.
I missed.
Absolutely nothing.
We've been waiting for you.
All right. So Valion is going to pull out the crossbow and yeah, he has a line of sight. That is +9. Oh, hell yes. Okay. Yep. Oh. Okay. you're gonna hit. So, ba 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 ba. It's 1d8 plus 5. And then sneak attack is 5d6. On the list of things I should know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 8, 12, 14. Oh, and just with that, he's looking really rough. And that is Valiant's turn. Ayana is gonna slip through and
She usually sets an alarm.
pop right there.
It's actually 2:15 to leave, so I would say 2 o'clock.
All right, and how did that affect her modifier? Her combat. Okay, it didn't affect. Oh, it affected her damage. Like her damage hopped from +7 to from 1d10 plus 7 to 1d10 plus 11.
Yep.
Damn.
Like,
Dead.
dang, girl.
There's a reason why I was like, who uses strength? You'll become a beast.
The contact cleric. I love it. Okay. 15, 16, and 12. Alright, that guy's dead. This guy's dead. And then the blue. And 12. Good. Okay, make him invisible. Okay. And then remove him from the screen. And that is Ayana's turn. Alright, now this guy, blue dot, is going to come forward and attack Ayana because wow. Okay, ba, 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 ba. You know, it would help if I was looking at the right enemy. Okay. So this one has a javelin. So +4. And that does not hit. So that's his turn. It is now Philly's turn.
Well, I got a shiny new hand axe, and I'm just gonna
Yeet.
Nice.
yeet it at this guy.
Okay. Did you roll a natural 20?
Yes!
Nice.
Nice.
This new lab dice D20 is freaking incredible.
Nice.
Like, okay.
Good vibes.
We don't want to jinx it, but it's doing amazing.
Good die. Good die. We're proud of you. We're happy. Here's good die. Okay, so that's 1d6 plus 5.
Yep. Crit.
So that is 15 total.
Nice. That is with the crit.
10 crit damage plus 5
Nice.
for the modifier.
Very nice. He is unfortunately still alive.
For how much longer? Because I'm also going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Woof! Okay. Hit it, hit it, hit it.
And I'll do it at... Save my higher level spell slots. I'll do it at 5th level.
Okay.
No!
Did you roll terrible damage?
Guiding Bolt is rolled a hit.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did we jinx it?
We did.
Aw. What'd you roll?
A 2
Okay.
plus
Oh.
9.
Yeah, an 11 unfortunately does not hit.
Damn. And that was my 1/5 level spell slot.
Mm. Anything else?
That's okay. I still got a good hit with my hand axe, which I recall.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Anahita.
Alright. Let's see if I can zoom in and see things better. Okay. Turn. Let's move over by red there.
All right.
Next to red, and we'll stabby stab.
All right.
That's the wrong order to do that in. Does 19 hit?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Alright, so that's 8 regular damage. Plus 3 acid.
Nice.
And sneak attack, because...
He hasn't had a turn. He hasn't had a turn.
Yes, sweet. Did remember right.
All right, what was the acid damage again?
3.
3, okay.
Oh, that's 20 for the sneak attack.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeehaw.
Like, you just one-shotted that guy.
And then I guess we'll throw the other dagger at blue there.
All right. Which blue? The one by you or the one by Ayana?
Or by Ayana.
Okay. All right.
That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, hell yes, that's it.
So that's 8 regular damage and 4 acid.
Nice. He is also dead.
Oh, sweet. There you go. 2 down.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
All right. All right, let me knock him off. All right. It is now the rat's turn. And she is going to, in true Chule fashion, just jump onto this guy and try and bite his shoulder. Bite him. Oh, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. 32. 32 is definitely going to hit. For 17 damage. And the rat just killed him.
All of them?
The last guy is dead.
Oh, yeah. No, no, the reason why I keep going, it's not all of them, is because I have this tiny little pop-up down at the bottom of my screen type of thing to keep track of it while I'm in the other app. And so it's like, what's the blob in the corner? Is that 3 people or 2?
The only thing in the corner is the treasure chest.
Yeah. But when you're zoomed out enough, it's just like, I see a blob of people and treasure chests and...
Yeah.
How many there are, I don't know. It's just a blob of people.
Alright, so...
Oh, the fun of tiny, tiny pictures.
Oh, yeah.
So, do we want to mage hand open that treasure chest there?
Mage hand. Boop. Boop, boop, ba-doop.
Is a treasure... It is, in fact, point of fact, a treasure chest.
Woohoo!
It is not locked. And there is... This is room 28. A bunch of money in there. Like money. There's over 1,000 copper pieces. There's about 50-ish silver pieces. 45 gold pieces. 60 electrum pieces.
Okay.
Can shove those in one of the fun little magic bags. Or the bags of holding, and just go off. Alright, so there is an archway on the one side of the room. And there is an iron door over here.
Square door.
Well, I mean, archway we can see... Boop-a-da-boop. archway reveals another hallway. Open the door and get the door open, and it is a slightly familiar hallway that ends in a bone door. That we have already gotten unstuck.
Well,
Seems kind of.
Which means that we've already checked out the room that is from. So,
well, we might as well go through the archway.
all right.
Yeah.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yep. All right. At the end of that hallway is an another bone door that is stuck. But not stuck enough that either Chip couldn't just kind of bop it and
Yeah, that's what he does. He just kicks it open.
Thank you.
and reveals a another fun room with these
The hell is that thing?
These fun dragonoids, the Abishai.
Yeah.
Like more of those guys. And this is room 18. And the white ones are challenge room 6. Okay. All right. So where the fuck did... There they are. Pardon me a moment. Realized that I cracked a nail while I was at work today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I split a nail earlier this week too.
Yeah.
It is not pleasant.
See, this is why I have nail files all over the place.
Oh, yeah. All right, so...
it doesn't help when the corner of said nail splits and starts going into the nail bed.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. No.
Big yummy.
Yeah.
All right, so as is common when we encounter a stuck door, opening the door alerts the enemies to our presence.
So it's under roll for initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
3. All right. Fortunately, the enemies did not roll well.
Oh, even better.
All right, so I've got a 21 there. Ayana is 20. Philly,
20 total.
dirty 20. Anahita,
24.
nice. Chule, 11. Candy is 21. Chip,
5.
yum. All right. All right, Anahita, you are top of the round.
All right. Who's closest to me?
Would be the green guy, the green one.
Let's go ahead.
Green
and...
meanie.
You know what? Just to change things up, we're gonna use my short bow.
Okay.
We're gonna shoot him.
All right.
That's a 31 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, for 13 damage.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Yep. $21.
Nice.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah. Very much. Very much so.
Sucks. Can I shoot again with the bow, or?
Yes.
Okay.
You have 2 actions.
Woohoo. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
10 damage.
All right.
That's gonna be it.
All right. Next up is Valion, who is also going to pull out his short bow. And hit, miss.
Oof.
That is D6 plus 5. All right. Boo on that damage. 8, 9, 14. All right, and that is his turn. Candy is going to rush into the room beside this guy. And whip out her scimitar of speed. And have at it. her modifier. Ooh, a nat 20. All right, 2d6. Yep. All right, so that is a total of 20 with both fur attacks. That is a total of 20 damage. Boo on the crit decided to be low. Because why not? Alright, and that is Candy's turn. Ayana is going to pop in front of this guy. Three. Oh, yeah, all of those are going to hit. Okay. 19, 16, 17. Okay, that's... Wait a second. I did the wrong creature for the damage. Okay, that's for Candy's damage. That's fine. All right. Plus 17 minus 20. Okay. All right, and that is Ayana's turn. Philly.
Okay, well, since we're all hello, since we're all fighting in the room, I'm going to hop down off a chip, run into the room with my stubby little legs. And I'm going to huck my hand axe right at this guy's face.
All right. Roll to attack.
And let's see how well I do this time. Wow, okay. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, actually.
Okay, thank goodness. For a total of 6 damage.
Oh, oof. There are worse things,
Yeah,
though.
I'm not happy.
There are worse things, though.
Call it back attack again.
All right. Roll an attack really quick.
Oh, right, because I've got a... That's a 21 to hit.
Oof. His dex save beat it.
Damn. Oh, well.
Yeah. Because with the callback, it's anyone that's in the path is an attack versus a dex save.
Well, my second attack is a 17.
As
which is a 28 to hit.
Going to hit no matter who you aim at, so.
Well, same guy as before.
Okay, that's going to hit.
For 7.
7 points. Hey, it's better than no damage.
Yeah, really wish I had that guiding bolt now.
Alright. So that was your actions and your bonus action, because callback is a bonus action. Alright.
I remember.
It is Lily's turn. And she is going to blink out of existence. We recognize this as Misty Step. And she reappears. Let me double check the range on Misty Step. Ah, there it is. Alright, up to 30 feet. Okay. Alright. Hold on. She's gonna Misty Step there. And cast that. And then she is going to cast, if I remember correctly, I have this. Oh yeah. She's gonna cast Storm Sphere. Which is a really big, well, decent size.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yep.
Yep.
I know this spell well.
Oh yeah. That's actually going to fill the entire room. Like, you know this spell. Okay. So, let me... Okay. Each creature in the sphere must pass.
Oh boy.
I
So
always use this kitty with lightning gift.
I'm going to say that just because I'm nice, that doesn't include allies. Even though it probably does affect allies.
I mean, if she's a sorcerer, then you just use careful spell and you avoid them.
I mean, she is a sorcerer, but
Yeah,
I don't.
If she took the meta magic feat careful spell, then you can shape it, and you pick the people you want to basically pass.
Yep.
There's a reason why I chose that meta magic. It's so useful.
Yep.
well, even if I had to roll to save, I still have Shield Master Evasion.
Oh yeah.
So if I pass,
That's fine then.
Yeah. Either way. Okay. So her save DC is da.
A number.
Yep. It is a number. All right.
Why is that? That's where that went. I was looking for that the other day. Couldn't find it.
All right.
Now
So
I did.
his strength is +1. Their strength is +3. Kid with the lighting. Boo. Well, the green one doesn't pass. He fails. And then, of course, for her bonus action, she's gonna spring a bolt of lightning. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. Now, 2d6 bludgeoning damage for the one that failed that. Boo on that damage. Oh, that's only 5 damage. Alright, and then does 46 lightning. Boop, boop, boop. Also, not impressive. Alright, and that is her turn. Chule is going to ba. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay, that's red is fire. Green is poison. Gold. Sorry, I'm looking. Oh, yeah, it's blue. She's gonna hop off of Ayana's shoulder and polymorph into a young blue dragon. And she gets that for 4 hours. All right, so I'm gonna, it would help if I clicked the right thing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, then she's gonna hop over here. And she is going to bite and claw. Boo on that natural 1.
Ugh.
But the other 2 are going to hit.
I mean,
Alright. So. 2d6 plus 5. 14 and 13. Alright, and that is Chule's turn. These guys finally get a turn! We've been beating on them, and they finally get their moment.
Fun times.
Yep. This plus 6 is not going to hit. Because he's aiming at Chule, and Boo, the second attack does hit, though.
Oh no.
Alright, and that is... Ba, ba, ba. Okay, yeah. Fortunately, it only does the slashing damage. Does all of 12 points of damage. Much. Ow.
Much pain, such ow.
Yeah. And that's his turn. Now, this guy is red. Okay, yeah. He's going to attack Candy. Boo on the one hitting. But at the same time, that's all of 7 points of damage. And that doesn't even dip out of her temporaries that she's got. Alright. Alright, and this guy is going to attempt to attack Chule because she's right there. You whore! Why?
because it can.
Yeah. Okay. Does 7 and 8 damage. 7, 8. Still much. Ow. Chip!
Well, Billy is going to move out of the way.
Yep.
And
Rally on back up to clear a path.
He's going to zoom on in right up to the guy, and I need a strength saving throw.
All right. Speaking
From Red Dot.
Speaking of strength saving throws, guess what I forgot to do?
We have strength save against the winds.
Yep. Boo. Boo. And boo. All three of them pass. All right, so Red Dot needs a strength save. That is a 15.
Well, damn. Oh well, I can still do the gore attack.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Then that is 19 piercing damage.
Nice. Ba-boom. Anything else for Chip?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
That's all he can do.
All right. Back to the top of the round, Anahita.
Alright. Unlock. Who's left?
All three of them.
Okay, so which one's closest to me?
Still the green. They haven't moved.
Alright, let's arrow him again.
Alrighty. And you get sneak attack this time too because he's in melee with allies of yours. If you hit.
Ooh, that's a 30 to hit.
Oh, hell yes, that hits.
Nicely done.
And that's 12 regular damage.
Alright. Sneak attack.
22.
Nice. He is unfortunately still alive though. Looking really rough,
Well.
but he is still alive.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Dang it.
Well, actually, wait. Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let me go back to...
I forgot he's past my threshold for lowering AC.
that would be another 12 damage.
He is dead.
Woohoo! Okay. That's it then.
All right. All right, it is Valion's turn, and give me just 1 second. Boom. You get all the bonus. All right, so it is Valion's turn. Take this guy off the roster, off the screen. Okay. Valion is going to pop off a couple of arrows. Plus. Yeah, all of this is going to hit. All right, so let's see. 21, and then 6, and 7. All right. Red Dot is also dead.
Hooray!
We are down to 1. And it is Candy's turn, and she is just like, okay, fine. Pop forward and cut a bitch. Oh, yeah, definitely cut a bitch. Plus 4. 10 and 6. So 16. He is still alive. Boom. Okay, Ayana is going to... From where she is going to cast... Ba, 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 ba. A spell. Of course she's going to cast a spell. What else would she do if she's casting? Alright, she is going to... Ba, ba, ba. You know what? It's a fun spell. She's going to try and cast Flesh to Stone on this guy. So I'm going to need him to make a Constitution saving throw. And boo, he passes.
Oof.
Boo. So he is not affected because he passed. Like a bitch. That's alright. She's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon and bop him.
That'll work.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. So you're gonna bop him. For 12 points of damage. And he is dead.
Hooray!
Alright. Boom, boom. Stop the encounter. Okay. Candy got that kill. Okay. And there we go.
Probably about time for me to call it a night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yep, that's about as good a spot as any to call it anyways. So
Alright.
Gonna.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Pace.